tons of practice here for today. I think what we really want to do is start with these clear persona definitions. Think beyond biodemographics to include behavior, timing. Timing is such an important factor. What part of the cycle are you in? What part of the cycle are they in mentally? And what are those moments that matter around their actions? Are they applying after they do a campus visit? Did we hit a recent national milestone deadline, and now maybe they got a decision letter for ED, and now like, oh, okay, I didn't get into the dream school. Now I got to put some more applications in because I have to find a place to go to college. So understanding where the student is coming from, when they're acting from, and when they're even taking behaviors inside your own instance of Slate is valuable information that does require a lift. It does require thought and strategy around, but can be, again, one of those pieces that is it's the juice worth the squeeze. As I feel like I keep hearing that in a lot of higher education podcasts. So I'm going to say it too. I'm going to be one of the cool kids. And this ecospherical data that we are able to, again, to pull into understanding the context in which our students are growing up in, and the families and environments and social structures that they might be seeing. So being able to pull that in when you don't have that first person active data, whether they've told you why they're interested or what is motivating them. And financial aid signals and all of those different elements that you have access to so much data that you can be acting in. And that can really help fuel understanding your students through these persona exercises, even if you're not building this out to deliver campaigns or call lists or contact lists. Just understand who is actually in your prospect pool, and understanding how you communicate with your prospect pool is going to shape how they see your institution. Every institution is going to say that you have great faculty and that there is a great academic and great culture on campus. So understanding who your students actually are and aren't, and communicating in a way that will resonate with them. So I think this is an excellent exercise, even if you have an AI vendor who is going to be making phone calls and can kind of start piecing together this in the background. Your people need to know. The people who are actually having the conversations with these students, who are writing the emails that aren't AI generated, or even if you're using AI to help accelerate how you are writing to these students. I think it's incredibly important to know who you're writing to be able to write to them. So incredibly important element there. And then also using existence and formula filters to create the parameters for these persistent, easily referenced indicators that can evolve with your funnel is incredibly important. And again, allows you to scale in a way that you might not be able to otherwise. And then applying things like distance calculations. I don't think I did a distance calculation. Oh yeah, we did. It was a very simple one though. And score bands. Maybe we want to become a funnel Fiona. It's 3 points for having high engagement score, or maybe it scales for a low engagement score is a point, medium score is 2 points. And you need to hit some kind of threshold or criteria of, okay, at 7 points you become a funnel Fiona. So being able to use score bands, didn't really have time to get to that today, but I have other videos, the workshop walkthroughs for my Slate Summit session. Those were 2 1-hour videos where I showed feature engineering in Slate. So I used a lot of score bands and like open rates and stuff like that. And I think I even did it in the distance calculations. So definitely go watch that to get more information on score bands. But being able to segment students by geographic reach and strength of engagement signals can also be incredibly helpful. That adds a level of nuance to this that, again, might not be apparent at first. In this kind of exercise that we're just showing today, this is a very, very quick, brief overview of just understanding student personas. And then coalescing addresses, and just making sure that just having clean data early. And it really allows you to have a stable foundation, which prevents those downstream confusions in travel planning and communications. But being able to build queries and rules, or if you're doing an export-import process, that serves as kind of that master filter for all future score models, deliver campaigns, counselor dashboards. It's just such an important building block that you can incrementally build upon, that allows you to iterate, but also, again, scale and expand your work beyond just understanding your students to actually being able to take those actions on them, whether that's call lists, email campaigns, dynamic segmentation. There's so much that we can do once we start doing the work to understand our students better. And as we cycle then through to our